What? There's life? Hey, Goblin. There is a life, apparently. And Bannigan also. Alright. Give me my inventory. Apparently I missed out on something, and I'm not sure what. So I'm keeping this ready if I need to write down something. We're gonna go look through my notes. Maybe it's on a later note. There's definitely something I've missed. Memo. So many items. The plans are for some rebuttal work at the secret NTC location. So we have the plans, but we still don't know where that place is. I had my thesis for evaluation yesterday, so for the time being I have nothing to do unless it gets thrown back like a boomerang. Well, let's hope it doesn't get thrown back. Harry Rice. There's a name that I don't know. Harry Rice. Check up on that. And that's how we found out where Robert Knott was. Yes, we have. That's where we met Robert Knott and he got a bullet to the head. That's the list that I needed. These names! I didn't write these down! I'm such an idiot. These are the names that we need to find out. I mean, they're all part of this whole freaking thing. Now, what kind of a name is Basil with a Z? He was the guy that we thought would be the big bad guy of the game, but it's wrong. It is Tom Griffith, who's actually the super bad guy. Melba Weebush. I'm so running out of room. And Stanford DeMille. Anybody else? Robert Knott, Basil, Mallory, Melba Weebush, and Stanford DeMille. Right. Mark them as important. And those are the pass cards. Alrighty, Roo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 8. Yeah. I do have them. All over the pass cards. Now we just need to find the base. The secret base. Alright, Vanessa, I need your help. Maybe you can find out about these people. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to call Migna.
What's up, Pip?
Or Lee. Harry Rice.
Can't help you there.
Alright. How about Melba Weebush?
Can't help you there.
It's gonna be calling Lee many times, I feel like it.
Can't help you there.
Right.
I'll check it out.
Oh! At least we found one. Thanks, babe. I don't need to talk to Big Jim Slade anymore. I can cross him out. He's dead.
Yes, Murphy?
Milady.
What's it worth?
I don't know. $200.
It's worth more.
Alright. 500.
Look for my facts.
What about... I don't need your estimates, I need more info. Basil Mallory.
What's it worth?
200?
Look for my facts.
Okay, that was cheap. And then Melba Bush.
Sorry, can't help you.
Okay. Okay, thanks. I should read that list again if I made a mistake in typing. Stanford DeMille has an office in Santa Barbara. Alright, so that's 3199. Next. Messages. Harry Rice lives in Pasadena. 1, 2, 3, 1. And the other? Talk to Sonny Fletcher. He may know where to find Basil Mallory. Interesting. Then we need to go talk to that private eye. Let's go back to that note. I want to make sure that I got that Melba Weebush name correctly. Because it could be that I made a mistake. Beep, 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 beep. Melba. Weebush. Weibisch. I hope it's not a Big Jim Slade that I need to talk to about Melba Weebush because I already killed him. But knowing this game, it could be... They could be going that kind of annoying round of investigations. Well, let's go to Sonny Fletcher. Sonny Fletcher first. Game. Thought they broke there for a second. It's a long flight, so you know what it means. Got plenty of kitty cats playing. That toy just goes round and around and around. It's getting warm in here because the sun is shining in. The sun is warm. Very, very warm. Almost makes me want to open that door. Maybe that'll let some air in. Maybe I should open a window. I mean, what you see right here in the camera, right down here, this little white line that's going down here, that's the sunlight hitting the green screen from the window. Excuse me. Oh yeah, he was the spitting image dude. Tell me about Basil Mallory. What if I kick your ass? Okay, he kicked my ass. And I'll give you $500. Close but no cigar. 700. All right. I know where you can find him. He's at 2713. Can I ask you about Melba Weebush? How about Stanford the Mill? So I know 3 locations now. Let's go to all of them one by one, starting with Harry Rice. Oh, invalid, I know. didn't expect that it was only 17 miles away. Very close. Good. Very quiet day today, by the way. Only you two. And probably some lurkers out there. But we know lurkers, they never say anything. Hey, Swede has arrived. So we have more life. I was just saying, Swede, how quiet it is here. There's only you, Bannikin, and Goblin. Yep, exactly. Glad to have some chatterbox in here. You were like, what? It's quiet in the Spidey's chat? Like a superhero flies into the chat like... Palm trees line the street where Harry Rice lives, and the neighborhood is filled with small, jerry-built frame cottages. I see an old gabled house near the end of the block that matches the address I got. I look through the windows and see an unmade bed and food on the kitchen table, though it appears the house has been unoccupied for several months. Looks like Harry Rice suspected he was in trouble and left town in a real hurry. Nothing else to see or do at this location. Alright. Harry Rice was a dead end then. Alright. New location. Let's go first to Basil Mallory. Oh, you got a new job. Nice. Well, the shirts are on Discord. I knew about them already. Yep. Didn't realize I was in an action scene. That's what I get for reading the chat and assuming things. Made it. After finding my way through Basil Mallory's body gourds, I carefully enter the house. As I walk through the kitchen, I see dirty dishes in the sink and on the table. I open a closet door and find Mallory hiding out. The only way this guy could be useful to society is as a bad example. Mallory, I sneer, you're going to answer some questions. This tough-looking guy was hiding in the closet? Now tell me about MTC. No way! They found out how you got your information and I went up floating in the bay. I tell him if he doesn't tell me what he knows, I'll take him outside and make him wish never be born. I slam my fist into his soft, clappy stomach and the buckles over. Yeah. Okay, that's enough, I'll talk. MTC has a secret laboratory located in Alcatraz. Ooh. Quite the hiding place in Alcatraz. We're developing a mind control device which will help us rule the world. Tell me about Tom Griffith. Sorry, can't help you there. Nexus. Stick it, fish face. It's the name of my master computer, which is located at a 4550. So Nexus is the main computer. Gotcha. Overlord. I'm gonna punch you some more. Overlord is a master plan to set up the law and order party as the legitimate ruling party of the world. But it won't be me in charge. Law and order. The Law and Order Party now acts as security for MTC. We will become the most powerful political force on the planet. That's what you think. Can you tell me about Melba Weebush? Can you tell me about Stanford Bill? He's a fellow party member and our attorney. I really think that I've got Melba Weebush somehow. Maybe it's a typo in the game. How about Winebush? No. How about Melba Weebush? Melba Weebush. I mean, this Melba character should be part of the whole deal. So how far have we gotten in the game, you think? Very close to the end. Melba Weebush with a W, yes. Security chief, yes. So he should have known there's Melba, but wouldn't tell me anything. Just said, don't know. That's why I got a feeling it might be a typo. I could look it up just to... But still, Melba was included in that message, in that memo. They are an important character then, thus. Aha! It is a typo. It's missing a letter. I knew it. I knew it. Stupid game and your fucking typos.
Hello, Tex.
Melba Weedbush. It's with a D.
I'll check it out.
See? They were an important person in the memo. Just not Weebush, it's Weedbush. Seriously, this game and its fucking typos. We actually get to see the mom from that 70s shows in the later games. She plays a part in, I think it was Under a Killing Moon. Yep. She's the damsel in distress of the game. Or rather, the damsel in distress who hires Tex Murphy. Are we gonna get our facts or not? Thank you. Lives in Ford City, 4122. 4122. Let's go there right now because I can. I mean, I know where the location of the secret computer now, and so I could end the game, but I want to still check things out with these other people. Just to make sure that I get all the information I need. No mistakes to be made. Yes, you can. But why would you? The autopilot is faster. The only reason these flying sections exist in this game is because they actually tried to make this into a sequel to their previous flight simulator, Echelon, which was 2 years before this game. But then they wrote, a film noir detective story and combined to do. They just combined the two into its own game. So that's why it has these stupid flying sequences. Only because it's the future. Flying cars are cool. And all that shit. The address for Melba Weedbush is a development of basic drywall box homes. Miss Weedbush answers the door. Her makeup is too thick and her yarn eyelashes make her look like an ancient Raggedy Ann doll. She wears imitation diamond earrings and her features are bony and scrawny. I begin asking questions, but it only takes about 30 seconds for me to realize that she's a complete airhead. She starts ranting and raving about mutants contaminating the water supply and that they're bad dance partners, etc. I ask her about the Law and Order party and she says it's a good place to meet nice, eligible bachelors. This is a waste of time. I'm out of here. Alright, good to know. Melba. Complete waste of time. It's a good thing I hunted that down then. So important. I get the feeling that out of all these, the Basil Mallory was the one that I actually needed to hunt down to get the location. Yes, it would have been completely unnecessary, these flying sequences. Could have been just like in a, Blade Runner, just a cutscene that he is flying somewhere and then we are there. Yeah, there should have been a skip option too. Yeah. But we have warp. I bet back in the day, many people would have made the journey by themselves because they could fly. They would have just flown around. And then they're like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to go somewhere. Mm-hmm. Important place. Ow. Ah, fuck! He went... He didn't go down. I hate these controls for the sequence. But as you could tell, sometimes they're very unresponsive. They really didn't program this well. I mean, it's just cursor keys and the space bar, but they're very clunky. The front door is open and I walk into a small lobby. At the end of the lobby is a door with the name Stanford G. DeMille, attorney at law. I open the door and see an extremely fat man sitting behind a large walnut desk. Are you Stanford DeMille, I ask? I am, and who are you? He replies. I tell him my name and show him my credentials. I'm familiar with you, Mr. Murphy. You've been asking questions and making untrue accusations about the Law and Order Party. I am their corporate attorney, and let me assure you that if you continue to invade and harass my client with the wild and unfounded accusations, you'll find yourself, your agency, and your client, though I do not know who would hire such a dirty, low-life, blood-sucking private detective such as yourself, in court. Am I making myself clear? I didn't understand half of what he said, but I realized any questions I ask will only get me into trouble, so I swallow my rage and walk out the office. As I knew it. Stanford DeMille, complete waste of time. Basil was the only important one. Isn't it nice that I went to the most important one pretty much first? Out of the three. Nope. 4. So I guess now all we've got left to do is go to Alcatraz. Look at me, I'm flying. Wee, 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 wee. I'm flying, ooh, I'm flying, yeah, I'm flying. Pilot Wing's got nothing on this. Yeah, this is superior. Woo wee. Pilot Wings, more like Schmilet Schmings. Maybe that'll unclog them up a little bit. All right. As I step out of my speeder, two Law and Order and thugs jump out of the shadows. One of them slams the butt of his weapon against my head and turns out my lights. When the lights come back on, they're bright and unfocused and my head feels like it was used as a football. I try to make out the image standing in front of me, but it's impossible. All I can see is a silhouette. "Sit him down over here," I hear a voice say. Ominous. "Welcome, Mr. Murphy. You were expected. I'm afraid I've been playing a game of chess with you. I knew someone would try to stop us from purifying this sick society, and I needed the passcards and passwords to make sure that didn't happen. I ordered Knot and Slay to kill the scientists when their work on Project Overlord was done. And gather up the passcards. They didn't have much luck finding them. I used you as a pawn to locate the cards for me. Now that I have them, nothing can stop Overlord from being implemented. We planted microchips in key officials throughout business and government, and they're under our control. They, in turn, will control the population. Will rid society of all undesirables and purify the human race, and I'll control mankind's destiny." Sounds familiar, don't it? I'm sure you're wondering who I am, but I find it safer to remain anonymous. Goodbye, Mr. Murphy, your worthy opponent, but I'm afraid that this is checkmate. Still, I won't kill you just yet. Perhaps there could be a place for such a resourceful individual in my new order. Under my control, of course. I'll store you in a safe place until I decide what to do with you. The guards walk me down a long dark corridor and lock me in an old musty boiler room. This must have provided all the heating on Alcatraz when it was a prison 75 years ago. To my surprise, the boiler is still in operation. I had better find a way out of here, or I'll end up like the rest of those Walking Dead. I'm not anxious to have a microchip buried in my head. Alright. Are we playing this game through now? I think we are. Sprinkler head. An automatic sprinkler head is connected to piping high above your head. A heavy cast iron alloy furnace door. Doesn't seem to want to open. The switch says open close. You open the blast furnace from this close and the intense heat burns you to crisp. Ow! You went with ow? Alright. Ow, chica pipples, it hurt? Temperature cage and the furnace itself. Boxes! With piping, 3-inch stainless steel pipe sections, 12 3-inch stainless steel flanges and bolts. Aha! A small metal key. Too awkward to carry around. Really no need for that. Alright. Small work table. An old Apple core. Furnace safety instructions. 1. Use remote control panel to open furnace door when in operation. 2. Never leave furnace door open for extended periods. This constitutes a serious fire hazard. A cast iron grate riveted to the floor. Riveting. Using the power drill, you remove the rivets, then hold the grate to the floor. At least I'm glad that they have let us have access to the freaking car, to the trunk, the inventory. Control panel with switch. Or switch with the words open close. A sliding panel. A monitoring system measuring the efficiency of heating system. Can I open the panel? Okay. A box. Small metal box. Move it. Locked in place. Open it. Okay. A gas mask. An atmospheric purification mask. Move it. Open it. Get it. Got it. Good. It's an automatic system. Okay. Move it. There. Move it. Open it. Get it. Bump it. Twist it. Turn it. Wait. Wait it. Good job. You flip the switch and the furnace door opens, sending the ambient temperature up 30 degrees. It continues to increase and noxious fumes are released as well. Did it just break the whole thing? No, it's just closed the door. A switch is to open the door from the inside. The door is metal and is 3 inches thick. Air conditioning vent with Phillips head screws holding it in place. Open it. The shaft is about 24 inches at the vent opening, but it quickly narrows to 12 inches. Too small to crawl through. And I think the hole in the ground is also too small. Removing the grate reveals a 6-inch hole too small to get through. Yep. Well, maybe I can use the switch. Seems to be the only option. Securely fastened down. Great. Of course. Gotta be so fast at this. This is a timed event. This is a totally timed puzzle. Hey, Doobie. I'll never tell you, Copper. I was almost out. There's gotta be something else I can do. The timer is the robot. It is a timed event, not a timer event. It's a timed puzzle, Swede. Get your act together. Man. You're embarrassing yourself. Yes! After escaping from the boiler room, I overpower the guard and take his weapon. If I'm going to have any chance of stopping these maniacs, I must find the main computer room. Cautiously, I work my way down a long corridor, which opens into a dimly lit cell block. At the far end, I see light streaming from a partially open door. This is it, the computer room. A converted cell block filled with electronic equipment. In the center of the room is the control panel and a large overhead quartz and display screen. The pass cards taken from me are laying on a table. Looks like Mr. Big wanted them checked for authenticity. I stick the pass cards in my pocket and approach the control panel. In the top right corner is a red button labeled Destruct. It can't be this easy. I remove the clear plastic cover and hesitate for a moment. You'll probably regret this, I say to myself as I press the button. The pad under my feet begins to vibrate and 4 laser cannons drop down from the ceiling and point at my head. My first reaction is to run like hell, but I'm sure if I move, I'm a dead man. Destruct authorization required. You have 60 seconds to enter authorization cards and passwords. Begin. Gray password. Correct. Black. Orange. Damn it. Starting destruct the sequence. Stop, Murphy! Don't be a fool! I'll make up my partner! Please stop! Bye-bye, satellite. Bye-bye, hopes of world domination. Tech saves world. Diabolical plot exposed. That was it. We were really that close to the end. The vets grabbed Gideon as he tried to flee the country. They have enough on him to put him away for a few hundred years. There was a big parade in my honor, and President Fox invited me to the White House as his special guest. I even got to see a private screening of Back to the Future 17, but I couldn't stop thinking of Sylvia. Solving the case had helped her collect on the $1 million insurance policy, but she still hurt and upset at my initial suspicions. I decided to fly back and try to talk to her. Gideon, the old man, was behind all of it after all. Hi. I knew I was in trouble when she answered the door. If looks could kill, I'd be splattered all over the pavement. Her voice was trembling. How could you think for a moment that I'd murder my own father? She said. I'm sorry, I pleaded. It was the insurance that threw me off. Is there anything I could do to make it up to you? Yes, she said with a faint smile. You could take me for a ride.
Oh, Sylvia.
Lower.
Oh, Sylvia.
Lower, man. They did the freaking Austin Powers joke before Austin Powers did. Lower text. Oh, Sylvia. The end. Well, that was only 50 minutes. If I had known I was this close to the end, like this close, I would have tried to play it through yesterday.
Yes.
Now what the hell am I gonna play?